I wanted to pull it off, you know what I mean? I didn't want to just, that's a serious thing, doing something she's done. I wanted to do as good as her.
I, for one, am not crazy. I'm merely a grown woman trapped in my daughter's body.
Freaky Friday is a fantasy about a mother and daughter who switch bodies. Jamie Lee Curtis, who plays the mother, depended on Lohan for teenager tips.
There are this gamut of shut-ups, and I'm not good at them. So she would have to, you know, whatever the scene was, she would have to give me this is the, he's pretending not to like you, but he secretly asked for your number. Shut up! Response. I was very helpful to have her basically sitting there giving it to me.
It was fun for Jamie and I because we got to play two different people who are completely different from both of us to begin with.
Yes, I see what you're saying. A jolt.
Curtis wasn't the first choice for the role. Annette Bening had been cast, but Jamie Lee and Lindsay created a bond.
She walked in and she just did a cold read, and the chemistry between us at the read-through was just great. Like, we got along so well, and immediately we clicked.
Curtis was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Freaky Friday. Lindsay also enjoyed working with director Mark Waters.
One of the things that I love about Mark is that if he wants me to get somewhere for the character, I'm like, okay, just give me a line reading, do it for me so that I can see what you want. And he'll do it, and it'll be so funny, and you can never do it like him.
Harry, get down from the table this instant.
The good feeling on set extended to the Freaky Friday premiere where Lindsay signed autographs. The movie was a hit, earning more than $110 million in the U.S. Lohan was proving herself as a box office draw. Welcome back to Famous. Lindsay Lohan plays a city girl who moves to the suburbs in Disney's 2004 comedy, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
I played the drama queen, and it's just a really cool movie. It's really different.
Hello.
Hey. I'm Lola Stepp. I'm from New York, originally. My character's kind of eccentric. She plays a girl who moves from New York City to the suburbs of New Jersey. And she kind of just has to deal with going through high school, meeting new people, and living her dream, which is being an actress and a singer and a dancer and all that stuff, like a triple threat.
Actress Carol Kane co-stars as Lindsay's teacher. During the Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen premiere, the stars dressed up.
I'm tickled by the premiere because it feels to me like a big old Hollywood premiere, and I get a kick out of that. You know, they're not all like this, and it's fun to see the young men and women dolled up and enjoying themselves.
Studio executives hoped Lohan would continue to draw audiences for this picture, but Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen failed at the box office. 5 months later, Lindsay turned 18 and started dating actor Wilmer Valderrama. They split 4 months later. Professionally, Lohan was earning $1 million a picture. Next, she starred in a teen comedy written by Saturday Night Live's Tina Fey, Mean Girls. Lindsay plays a homeschooled student who enters a public high school, where she learns about cliques and popularity.
It's a fun and smart, at the same time, teen film, which is kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to find something it's got like an edge to it, and I haven't really done anything like that.
Action.
So why didn't they just keep homeschooling you?
They wanted me to get socialized. The audience that is drawn to teen films is sometimes like kids from like 10 years old to like 24. So it's harder to kind of appeal to the 24-year-old audience. You want to be able to have them swear in the movie sometimes and act as they normally would act at that age, but younger kids can't see that, so it's kind of difficult. And Tina had a way of doing this where it was appropriate and it wasn't over the line.
I definitely didn't want to dumb it down because I knew from Saturday Night Live that, I think we're regarded as having a very young audience, and we don't sit down and go like, what do little kids want to hear? We just write what we think is funny, and I think younger audiences appreciate that. They don't want to be talked down to.
Tina Fey adapted Mean Girls from a non-fiction parental self-help guide. In an effort to appeal to a wide audience, the picture, which almost earned an R rating, had scenes cut and changed to obtain PG-13.
We tried to have the movie be as realistic and truthful as possible and still attain a PG-13 rating, because I did want younger kids to be able to see the movie. But kids swear and have sex, and we're only alluding to that in this movie.
Tina has a way of, like, if she wants to change something, she does it right there, and she just, like, does it so fast. So it's really good to be around that. It's cool. I learned from that and watching that.
During the movie, Lohan's character becomes a mean girl, which created a challenge for the actress.
I wanted people to still like Katie, my character, when she was being mean. I wanted them to kind of feel for her and like understand that like it wasn't her fault that she was kind of caught up in everything.
Freaky Friday's Mark Waters directed Mean Girls. He attended the Los Angeles premiere where he talked about Lindsay.
Even though she's like from the Disney Channel ensemble, you know, she doesn't have that kind of patina of like of cheery, like, you know, goofiness. She seems, even her voice, she has like a raw earthiness to her voice. She's kind of been my Molly Ringwald for the past 2 pictures, but she's ready to jump to the next level.
With John Hughes era, there was no shame in a teen they were just funny comedies, and so I'm kind of hoping that that's what this movie. People will just think of it as a comedy. I keep hitting your mic. Think of it as a comedy and not a little girl movie.
Proving Lindsay had become part of the Hollywood in crowd. During the Mean Girls premiere, she was asked about fashion.
This is Valentino, and my necklace is Chopard.
With designers knocking on her door, Lindsay was in the spotlight, and she proved herself as the star of Mean Girls. The movie was a hit.
At one point, I think she was going to play the meaner one of them, you know, and she didn't take that role. So she was a little more sympathetic in it and with the audience, and that was good for her. So she was the titular lead there. And I think the main audience for Mean Girls just gravitated towards her.
Lindsay's career was on track, but personally she became tabloid fodder when her parents filed for divorce. Then she started work on another Disney remake, Herbie Fully Loaded, a comedy directed by Angela Robinson about a vintage Volkswagen Beetle with a mind of its own.
I trust Disney with remakes. I thought it was a great role for me. It's a coming of age part in a way. My character graduates from college, so it's nice for my fans to kind of grow with me. And it's empowering for women to be involved in a male-dominated sport.
Lohan's Herbie Fully Loaded character becomes a NASCAR race driver, but in reality, Lindsay wasn't too familiar with NASCAR.
I was completely oblivious to how popular it was and what a huge, it's a cult in a way. It really is. I mean, 250,000 people at a race? That's insane.
The NASCAR sequence at the end, we shot at an actual race, NASCAR race at the California Speedway. There were about 20 cameras there. They let us put Herbie out on the track, but it was a lot of different teams and people to make that happen.
Lohan's co-star Michael Keaton, who plays her dad, understood the NASCAR phenomena.
I remember being a kid in Pittsburgh